Okay, this is a new kit that I will be working on down the road as a future build. It is a closeout kit from Tower Hobbies, so I got it at a really good price. It's a 1/16 scale. It's a one-stop shop kit as far as there's nothing else that needs to be bought for it. It's got everything that I need inside the kit. It's got all the photo etch, the metal gun barrel, and it's of a fairly respectable size that I was looking for. I tend to like doing the larger kits versus the smaller. Alright, this was a Towers kit purchase. The medium tank 1/16 Trumpeter. And that's what I paid for it in the end after using all the coupons and whatnot. It originally was a $200 kit. It was marked down as a closeout as a $200 kit, but with the $30 off coupon that I used and the free shipping involved, I got it for a grand total of $170.64, which is pretty acceptable to me. The kit's about 12.5 pounds in weight. And we'll crack it open, take a look at some of the parts. Trumpeter form, they have everything laid out, A, B, C, Ds all the way through on your sprues. Massive amount of parts here. Now this kit does have the full interior with it as well, so they start you off with step number 1, building the engine compartments, the exhaust systems and what have yous. So they have you start off with that first. Quite a lot of detail just in the engine compartment alone here. Massive amount. More details on the interior as it's going along. This is phase 5. Moving over to phase 6. You start building armament boxes and what have you. Rear bulkhead plates. There they have the bulkheads going in. Driver's chair with the joysticks. Yeah, full complete interior going on in here. Another quick look at as the interior is being built up on what to expect. And then the hole in which it's going to sit in, the tub. And then they start you on step 10 where you start assembling the wheels and the struts and all that good stuff. Just a quick look at that. And here's a look at the interior as the assemblage is moving along. This is step 12. The process, and a final look at the track treads as they're going together. The important part with these are that the pins go from here inward, from here inward. So as long as they're on the outside of both, you're putting them in the right orientation. So, and a quick look at the exterior detail, which is, there's a lot of detail on this, including armor plating that goes around the turret and whatnot. So I'm not going to waste my time with showing all, because this booklet is quite thick. I mean, it just goes on and on and on with the details that go in here. You get the basic feel for it as it's going on. Quick look at some of the detail of the parts there. I mean, it's quite extensive. I mean, you can actually see the gear teeth and everything in there. More comprehensive detail they have there. Quite impressive. This is going to weather up really nice. Now these here are the rubber treads that go on each wheel. They're real rubber and they just slide right on. It's one less thing to have to paint. Scuff them up a little bit and they'll look the part. They'll look very realistic once they're on. And of course, these are the wheels that they will slide on. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this kit, was because of that. Okay, more exterior part details. Look at those grid lines on there. Now, I cannot attest to the accuracy of each and every individual part here, but from where I'm looking, it looks good to me. I've never been a bolt counter before, but I find this quite acceptable. Even the rivets all along the armor plating here. Looks good to me. More examples of the gear teeth that are on there. Not sure where that part goes. Probably somewhere on the turret. Now, as mentioned, this kit does come with a metal gun barrel, but apparently they give you a plastic one if you want to use that instead. And these are the engine pieces. That's the main engine block there. More control panel devices. Quick look at the clear parts that come with this kit. I'll try and get it in a place where you can see what's actually going on here. All crystal clear, not a problem here. Looks good. Alright, here's the final look at the final details of the kit. This is the main hull of the tank. I'm just going to give some close-up beauty shots of it as I'm going along. This tank, when it's complete, is going to be around the 13-inch in length, and I believe it'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 inches wide. That's not too bad considering this is not even a Tiger 1 tank. And this will be the interior compartment floor. The engine bay will be somewhere either here or back over in this area here. That's a general idea. I guess the engine compartment will be there because this looks like the driver's side right here. And the bulkhead between them and the turret, and that will fit inside the tank. And then of course the top part of the tank, nice detail on the hatch covers, the latches and whatnot. Nothing special on the inside. Just a quick look at the gun barrel itself. This is not brass as I originally thought that it would be. This is aluminum, and it comes with 4 springs, so that ought to be a joy to work with. And then they have the copper tow cables, and then the side armor for the turrets. And here's a piece of the turret right there. Turret itself is going to be around, looks to be about 5 inches. It's going to be when it's done. Okay, quick look at the photo etch. Looks like the antenna array right here, at least one of them. I know with these kits there's usually duplicates. That looks to be some sort of armor box material here. And this will be for the armor, or the shells. Quite a lot of them, more than I thought. And then these will be for the boxes that hold the shells. And then more various photo etch parts there. And some grill detail. This here's the bag of the individual tracks, which I've never done before, so that should be a real joy. And then finally, the decals. And then there's a whole series of very small decals here. I'm not going to pull them out of the bag. All kinds of numbers. Probably goes on a lot of the interior stuff for the control panels and whatnot. So that's basically the final look. I'll bring out the color chart again as I wrap this up. Some camo schemes to go by. That's the C version, and then they got an A and B version. That's the B version camo design. I kind of like the snow version. That's real nice. Really liking that. And then a detailed guide of how to paint up your shells. I guess there's several individual shells here that they used. I'll learn more about that as I go along.